Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the iPhone 12 Pro and see how this particular iPhone holds up in the middle part of 2024. Now, the big thing to keep in mind here with these particular devices is that a phone like the iPhone 12 Pro, although it's still supported, it's still having a lot of features ahead of it, there might be better phones that I'd recommend the average person to go ahead and buy rather than this one. So we'll talk about that throughout this whole entire video. The first thing I'd recommend keeping in mind though with the iPhone 12 Pro is the fact that this particular iPhone isn't really being sold by Apple brand new anymore. You can buy it in the used market, maybe the certified refurbished market if you're lucky. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, on the exterior, a phone like the iPhone 12 Pro is still very, very interesting. This particular phone is giving you a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display on the front of it, and it is a very good pick. I feel like Apple, for the most part, did a really good job with this particular phone, and I do feel like if you're going to go through and buy a particular device, this one is not a bad option at all. I feel like this phone, in a lot of different ways, holds up very well, and that is one thing I actually do like a lot about the iPhone 12 Pro, is that the fact that the body of this thing and the exterior hold up so well on that particular side. Now, on top of that, with this particular phone, you're also getting complete flat sides all throughout of this particular device. So it's flat-sided, it's reflective side as well, and that is something I actually like a lot about this particular phone as well. And the reason for that is because the iPhone 12 Pro is basically giving you a very similar body to something like the iPhone 15. And I think that's a very nice thing. If you're getting a device like the iPhone 15, it's going to be like a really good body. It's going to have a lot of capability. The iPhone 12 Pro, to be honest, isn't really that far off, which is pretty insane to think about. So this thing still has very good feeling. You know, the lightning port and everything is a little bit outdated compared to the newest phones, but it's not really that terrible. And on top of that, another big thing with the iPhone 12 Pro is the fact that you're getting a triple camera setup on the outside with a frosted glass back, and it's just such a nice feeling device. It looks amazing, it feels amazing, and this is by far one of my most favorite things going on with this phone is the exterior. Now on top of that, another big thing is basically with its software. This phone, although I'm filming before iOS 18 comes out, is still going to be getting iOS 18. So that is a very, very big thing to keep in mind as well. If you're going to go through and get a particular iPhone, this device is still going to be getting iOS 18, which is massive. And that is something I like a lot about this particular device. The fact that it's still supported with software, it's a very, very cool thing. Like, if I'm going to go through and get a device, I need it supported with software, and that is something that I really need with this particular phone. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. There's not really like a whole lot of other crazy things to kind of think about when it comes down to the performance side. Now, on top of that, another big thing to kind of keep in mind here is the fact that the iPhone 12 Pro, I mean, this is a pretty big thing too. The performance of this particular iPhone isn't that bad either. I think Apple did a really good job with this performance of this device too. You're getting the Apple A14 bionic chip inside of it with 4 gigabytes with 6 gigabytes of RAM. And that is a very big thing to keep in mind. Funny enough, this was one of the few iPhones that I actually used on an everyday basis. I used this phone for a lot of different tasks and for a lot of different things, and I had a really, really good time using this particular phone. I will tell you in my personal opinion, if I was running through and if I was using this device, I had a really good time with it, and like I said before, that was a very nice thing going on for this particular phone. It handled everything I threw at it, from basic applications to extreme applications. At that time, it was perfect. In this day and age, the only thing you're really kind of missing out on, I will be honest, is a lack of a promotion display and maybe a little bit like better of a chipset. But beyond that, I don't really, boot up this phone, and I'm not thinking to myself, oh my goodness, it's such a bad performing device. It's so slow. I don't really think about those kinds of things with this device because this device still does a really, really good job, like I said before, at everything I threw at it. So overall, what I'd definitely tell you is I definitely do like the iPhone 12 Pro, and I do think it's still worth buying in 2024, at least in the middle part. The only thing to keep in mind though is that I would probably say if you can swing for a little bit more money, the iPhone 13 Pro probably is the better one for probably almost every single person. Down makes a lot more sense, I would say, to recommend to buy, but I still think the iPhone 12 Pro is still worth buying in so many different ways as well. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.